So good. My jokes are in my notes. I wrote them all today.
Hello and salutations, all. Hello and salutations, all. Welcome to the newest edition of Joke Off. I'm your host, as always, Jonders, and my co-host, as always, is Emily. I'm super hammered Hyatt. Emily, say hi.
I'm only a little hammered. I'm tired. Hi, I'm Emily Hyatt.
Our guest judge this evening is my old director at the Jonders Talk Show Experience. It is Jess. Never said your last name before. This is going to be my first attempt at saying your last name.
That's bullshit.
Genito. I've never said your last name before.
That's bullshit. You've definitely said my last name before.
I don't believe you. All right, Jess.
Right? I'm sorry, Jess. No joke. Jonders texted me. He texted me. He's like, "What's Jess's last name?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Janine
I thought it was a
something.
trick question. And
You're
I was
too
like,
drunk. This isn't something you're supposed to say to Jess. You're too drunk. Jess is one of my good friends.
Is she? You don't know her last name.
I knew the gist of it.
The gist of it.
It was like, I know it starts.
Jess, what's my last name?
McFarland.
Ah, dang it. She knows my real last name. Okay.
Because you're on her email.
Okay, Jess. I would like to thank you. We've done this in the past, but Jess actually came up with the name of this podcast after I thought it was gonna be Joke Jamboree, but then Jess in a group message with a bunch of us said, "Why isn't it Joke Off?" What was the inspiration to give us this? What a lovely name.
Jerk off.
You know, it just comes.
Oh my God, Emily.
Penises. That's the inspiration. I think it's hilarious that the suggestion is that it was anything other than penises was the inspiration.
All right. I'm sorry, Jess. We have to get to Emily. Emily, can you explain to the audience what has been happening with you for the last X amount of hours?
I have been at a cabin.
Great.
And I have been drinking for the last 48 hours at least.
Did you need to be in a cabin to do that? I mean,
I didn't have to be in a
we're
cabin.
all doing that in our own cabins.
But sometimes when you're at a cabin and there's nothing else to do, you drink more.
Okay.
And I am here with two close college friends, and we played games and we did, bits and things.
Ooh.
Where we drank extra. For instance, we have Uno, we have Connect 4, we have Battleship, and you can play these things and add drinking to them.
Oh, no.
And that is what we did, and that is what we have done. But I also wrote jokes.
Audio listener, you are not getting the full experience.
Care.
You're not getting the full experience of this podcast, audio listener, if you're not on youtube.com. So
if you're not on YouTube, you're missing the cross-eyed.
All right, I have no chance to win this week because Emily is top tier drunk right now.
I'm also heavily biased towards Emily.
Yeah. Well,
I can't wait. You guys are gonna love it.
I mean, finding the Polaroid the first time we met. I mean, that's like right in time for this. I mean,
this is on point. Because fun fact, I don't have a specific memory of the first time Justin and I met. Because so here's the thing. Let me explain. Okay. So I met a lot of people that night.
I know, and I didn't know that I would ever meet you again through an application for a writer.
It was I was in an X-Files parody musical, which I had written because I'm a big deal. Not true, but that's not true. But I had written and was performing in an X-Files parody. That's all true. That's all true. And we had a huge audience the night I met Jess because it was also, fun fact, the weekend before an X-Files convention.
Yeah, it was perfectly timed.
It was very conveniently timed. So we had a huge audience that weekend, and there were a lot of people who wanted to meet me.
But Emily, I was front row.
like, wasn't expected. Like, people.
You got ketchup on the guy in front of me.
Yes, I passionately performed my opening number, and I got ketchup on the kid in front row, and also. Like, people went up to our stage manager in the middle of the show and were like, is there a Q&A? Can we ask questions? And I was just like, yeah, tell them, just, I'll come out after the show and I'll answer questions. I was not prepared for interest or investment, and it's what happened that night. Only that night. We had 13 shows. Only that night did anyone care about anything.
Did you sign any autographs that night?
I don't think I did. No, I did. I did sign autographs that night, actually, and I forgot about it until just now. Yes, I did.
I was just thinking about how weird it is that, like, after Jonders talk show experience, every once in a while somebody would come up to me with a ticket and ask me to sign it. Like, where the fuck do you think I am? Like, this is worthless. You're making this paper worth less by having me touch it. I don't know. We're all very proud of you, Emily, and how drunk you are.
I'm not even that drunk, y'all. Like, I was so much drunk last night. You don't even know.
All right. You were texting me a lot about She-Ra and stuff.
I am always texting you about She-Ra.
I was like, that doesn't sound any different than normal.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
Like, Jess, has Jess watched She-Ra?
No.
It's a good show. I've only watched one season. Oh no, Emily's dead.
Yes, you gotta watch She-Ra. It's so good. It's so gay. I can't even tell you how good it is. It's okay. It's friends to enemies to lovers. Like, can you even handle?
Well, don't spoil it for
Can
people.
you handle?
That's all she needs to know. Friends to enemies to lovers. It's a classic fanfic conundrum, just like Chef's Kiss. Oh, so good. I don't want to say it, but I did go on Etsy and I bought a She-Ra costume. I'm not embarrassed.
Can you wear that on the show next week?
It won't be here next week. It's coming from Russia, so it's gonna take a couple weeks to get here. But when it gets here, I will wear it on the show.
Does it come with a blonde wig?
No, I'm just gonna do a poof. I'm gonna do a self-made poof front of my hair, and I will be Adora.
We are sponsored by She-Ra this week, so that's cool. Do you
want on Netflix?
Yes, on Netflix. Do you want me to go first with my jokes, or do you want to go first, Emily?
Fuck. I have to pull up my notes app, so you go first, please.
All right, I'll go first. I like that. I guess Emily will just be leaving us for portions of the show, but that's cool.
My video is here, but I have to pull up my camera. I'm ready when you are, Jokers.
No, I'm ready. Okay, here's a joke.
Hold on. I feel like you should just tell the jokes without the video so that I get zero delivery.
You know what?
Really judging it for its content.
My jokes are so good, they don't even need delivery.
Okay.
They don't need video. They don't need delivery.
That's confidence, Jonders. Let's do this.
I mean, you know me. I have no confidence. Okay, here's my first joke.
Okay.
A new leak shows that Michael Jackson wanted to play Professor X in the 2000 X-Men movie, but studio heads couldn't see him as a person in a position of power manipulating young people. That's a Michael Jackson X-Men joke.
That's a grooming joke.
That's specific.
Professor X is a creep. Fun fact. He pretty much rapes Phoenix.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's a disaster man. He's a terrible person, and the X-Men are better off without him.
All right, Professor X has been canceled.
He uses his mind control to make people attracted to him. That's rape.
Did
Is
anyone
mind control in?
Is that in the cartoon?
No, it's in the comics.
Oh.
Oh, fuck the comics. Okay. I have jokes I have to tell. Okay. Here's my joke. Y'all ready for my joke? No footage. Here. Finnish Prime Minister Finnish Prime Minister Sanna Marin got married this weekend. At 34, she is the youngest elected leader of the free world, which before quarantine kind of made me feel inferior and hate myself. But now, post-quarantine, I have a podcast. So, your move, Sanna. Hey, your move, Sanna.
I would also like to note that this podcast started 45 minutes late because Emily was too busy singing classical theater music.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't have anything to say about that joke. Jess, do you have anything to say about that joke?
I mean, point Emily. Point.
Oh, obviously, yeah. Obviously. This is ridiculous. All right. Chicago Dunkin' Donuts employee was arrested after his saliva was found in a state trooper's coffee. That wasn't the only thing he spat on, but the donuts didn't make it to evidence. That's a joke about cops eating donuts.
Hey.
All right, that's it.
I wonder, how does he find this? Did he run DNA on his
I assume.
coffee?
Yeah,
did he open it and notice like a loot? Like, how do you?
I don't know, but I assume the cops definitely use like their like position of like being cops to like get the coffee over to like evidence and then like do that kind of a thing.
Sure.
Seems like a weird way of
tax
using
dollars.
the resources.
I regret doing that joke now. Emily, do another joke.
I have jokes. I have more jokes. Y'all ready? Okay, here's number two. Number two. This Saturday, Juniper, Saturn, and the moon are all aligned, which is fun news for stargazers. Or it'll awaken those murder hornets from 6 months ago.
Emily does one impression, and it's just kind of Bernie Sanders, man. I don't even think it's really Bernie Sanders but that's just what she does when she does her Bernie Sanders. And apparently,
It is that energy.
Yeah, her impression
like,
is just her drunk. Like when she's sober, all of her impressions are just Emily but drunk. In Saturn and murder hornets.
And
It's got
murder
this
hornets.
panic to it, like this little like I'm fine but sounding panicky like finish to it. It's perfect for these times.
I'm trying to think of the name of that guy.
I'm also gonna point out that I think it was a beautiful artistic choice to say Juniper instead of Jupiter.
I appreciate that you think it's artistic and not because I lived on Juniper Street my senior year of college. It's really just a habit.
It's just that embedded in your brain.
It's
so
just
that 1 year you lived on that street.
Emily's drunk voice is like a lower register Kevin McConnell from Kids in the Hall. Like Kevin McConnell's like, "What taco?" But she's, "What taco?"
Yeah.
All right. What joke do I want to do next?
Tell a joke, Jonders. I have more jokes.
She's crushing you, bro.
I have 3 more jokes.
Mike Pence's campaign bus was involved in a minor accident this weekend. But don't worry, he's since convinced the bus to carry the baby bus to term and give it up for auction.
Oh, boy.
That's,
Oh, that dark. Oh, that dark.
What are you doing?
Oh, that dark. Oh.
How's that dark?
It's sad. Babies.
Baby bus.
Baby bus.
You gotta give the baby bus up to auction.
Get it? Because he's saying it's an accident.
Yeah. All right. Emily always does this.
It was a minor accident.
I always laugh at all of Emily's jokes, and then my jokes, Emily was like, "Ooh, that was a bad joke. That joke sucks. You suck."
I can't control my faces. I have no control. I once spoke to a director, an improvised teacher, and I told her I have no control over my faces, and she said, "Good," and I was like, "Okay."
What improvised teacher was this?
This was like improv level B at the Second City.
All right.
So high quality.
A theater that's still in business. Theater.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are any theaters in business?
Open. Right?
They're gonna make a big deal about closing. They'll close.
They are open. They're open for like certain classes right now.
Certain online children's classes?
Emily, tell us.
Y'all want to throw red ball amongst the internet? Red ball?
I'm throwing to you, Emily.
Oh, red ball. Thank you, red
dig
ball.
that up
Red
right
ball.
No, let's not do that. All right, Emily, tell a joke.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The Rockettes Christmas Spectacular has been canceled due to COVID-19. It'll be the first time there hasn't been a show since 1933. Oh, darn it, said 12 gay men. I'm glad you liked it, Jonders. Thank you so much.
This isn't good for you, Jonders.
It's unfair that
your brand.
Jonders, you died. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm so flattered.
That was funny. Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I don't think I like any of my other jokes. I have like 8 more jokes here.
Well, tell your jokes.
We got before you started making your jokes.
A new study shows that pessimism is linked to an early death. Or as optimists put it, our counterparts are proven right. That was a joke. That was a test joke. That was a test joke.
That was an Optimus Prime joke.
Jonders, that was
No, it wasn't an Optimus Prime joke.
Wait, what?
I could tell it was too smart. I could tell you wanted me to think, and I was not interested in thinking at this moment.
All right,
I was like, how dare you? You know I'm on vacation. How dare you try to make me think?
All right, throw that out. This is my joke.
Wait, hold on. No. Did you say Transformers?
No.
Because I was like, is that an Optimus Prime joke?
No, it's an Optimus.
Optimus Prime?
I like it. Jess is onto something. Jonders, you're off of something. Jonders, please write an Optimus Prime joke.
And you're on some things.
Okay, here's my
official
joke.
You guys, did I get high for the first time last night? Yes. I've only had like 3 shots of tequila today, so I'm like totally fine today.
And that Bloody Mary that you accidentally drank because you thought it was a Bloody Maria.
Because I had 2 Bloody Marias and then I drank a Bloody Mary by accident because I stole my friend's Bloody Mary. These things happen. Tomato juice tastes like tomato juice. Anyway.
I don't think I've been drunk in 2020.
Jonders.
Yeah.
I've definitely been drunk.
Why?
I've thrown up from how drunk
I don't know.
Jonders. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I'm also as fat as I've ever been, and I've started drinking 190 ounces of water a day. I don't know. Just little facts about me. Hey, okay, so here's my official joke.
Tell a joke!
The Optimus Prime joke didn't count. This is my actual joke. Okay, financial experts are saying it's time to dump all your Kodak stock. In response, Kodak said, take a photo, it lasts longer. That was their slogan in the 90s. All right, whatever. I'm going to lose. Emily, you go.
Okay.
That was their slogan in the 90s.
I wasn't
Take a picture, it lasts longer.
Sudden bit. Okay. Here's my next joke. A Japanese theme park is now offering scream masks depicting the look of guests screaming amid COVID-19 restrictions. Meanwhile, in America, we pass out scream masks after White House press briefings.
It was almost like a Yakov Smirnoff joke.
What
What are you doing?
I just hear, I heard Scream Mask, and I'm just thinking of, actual, Scream. Just a bunch of kids going down water slides in the Scream masks.
Thousands marched in Germany in an anti-mask protest this week. In response to thousands of Germans marching, the rest of the world agreed to let them run a course and let COVID do what it has to do there. They fought 2 world wars. And if there are a bunch of Germans riled up, just let them die. Let's just let them get the COVID. We need another Hitler? No. Just let them have it. They don't want to wear a mask. They don't have to wear a mask. Everybody else, wear a mask. If you're protesting in Germany, fine. Don't wear a mask. That's fine with me. Anywhere else, we wear a mask. World War III almost happened. Remember that? That was like a long time ago in 2020. There was a bunch of stuff.
That was like 3 months ago. Remember that? Remember that?
That's our new podcast me and Emily have. It's called Remember That?
Remember that?
Just to understand. Why?
Where we do a joke off about news of jokes from the news from 6 months ago.
Yeah, let's do it. 2 podcasts. Joke off and remember that.
Remember that?
All right. I think it's time.
God damn it! Is it my turn to tell a joke? Fuck me.
It's time for you to tell your 4th joke.
I think Jonders has earned a loss of turn.
Why?
I'm the moderator. I can make up the rules.
Well, no, it's Emily's turn.
This is true. Jonders, every week you've told our guest that they're in charge. And for the first time ever, our guest is taking charge. So I guess they're in charge.
It's like riding a bike. I'm falling right back into that.
All right. Emily, it's your turn anyway.
The director's chair.
Okay. I'm going to tell a joke. I want to tell a joke. Okay.
No, you get 2, Emily.
Oh, shit. I have 2 more jokes.
He's lost his joke privileges after ranting about
no,
Germany.
see, here's what happens, is that I come prepared with like 10 jokes every week. Emily has a tight 5. She only writes 5 jokes.
I only write 5. I do not come prepared with extras.
Oh my God.
I take the assignment very seriously. The assignment is to write 5 jokes. And every week I write 5 jokes. And every week Jonders shows up with like 20. And then he's like, oh, you didn't like that one? Here's my backup 12. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. How dare you try to replace your bad jokes with extra jokes when I only wrote 5?
I thought we were friends, Emily.
We are friends, but here's more jokes.
Okay.
Trump announced his intention to ban the app TikTok, a choice which will likely lose him the youth vote and the baby boomers, who now have to actually spend time with their children. It's only okay. It's only okay. But it's an okay joke.
I like that.
We love a good boomer joke.
Hey, fuck you, boomers.
Hey.
Also, I feel like it would be grandchildren.
You're not wrong. My parents are very old for their generation. So, yeah, you know what?
He's always bragging about her old-ass mom.
I have an old mom.
How old are your parents? Because I have old parents, too.
My mom was 38 when she had me. And I am 28, which makes my mom
58?
65.
60?
Wait,
what? How did that math go? She was 38 when she had you. You're 28 now.
She was born in 55.
This is our 3rd podcast. Drunk Emily does math.
So she's 65. Okay, so she's
Drunk
65.
Emily does math is our new podcast.
Yeah, my dad's 60, so I don't know. He's technically a boomer, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, the moral of the story is my mother is old. Is the moral of the story. She's very old.
I wanted to talk to sober Emily about this, but I don't know how drunk Emily will respond to this. You know the Pokemon Paris? You know the Pokemon Paris?
Yes, the crab. I'm familiar. Yes.
He has 2 mushrooms on his head.
Yes.
And then Parasect is the evolved form.
Yes, it's like one mushroom.
Yeah, but that one mushroom controls the body. It's like the fungus controls the body.
Mm-hmm.
Or the body is the fungus.
Yeah, because like it was like a little crab guy, and now it's the big mushroom that's calling the show.
Now the mushroom is the show. Yes.
I couldn't come up with a punchline, but I just want to, because I think that's really creepy. What the hell was that? I just want to. There was a headline: zombie cicadas infected with mind-controlled fungus are returning to West Virginia. And I was gonna maybe do like to the place where I was born. You know that song. I couldn't come up with
when your body is a mushroom.
All right, here's my last joke.
Okay.
Tony Bennett and Tom Brady both celebrated birthdays on Monday. Applause break.
Pause.
That's right, and they both are 94. Because Tom Brady's old, you know. All right, that's my last joke.
Fun sports. I love it.
Tom Brady's 43, and he's just gonna play football this year. That's ridiculous. 43.
That's old for football?
That's incredibly old.
Okay, gotcha.
That's like 7 years too old.
Whoa.
But he drinks. That's why I've been drinking the waters, because Tom Brady drinks the water. And
I see. I gotcha.
Yeah, but Tom Brady loses the water because he works out.
Like on days he works out, he drinks like 250 ounces, and on days he doesn't, it's like 170 or something. It's ridiculous. He's constantly drinking water. That's all I know.
Okay. So I believe I have one more joke. Is
one
that
more
correct?
joke? Yes.
Besides the fact that Tom Brady is responsible for the drought, like that's what we're getting at.
Tom Brady is responsible for all football, I believe. Is that correct, Jonders?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, like if you break it down, like the portion, like I don't know, it's ridiculous how many like he is. Like that's all we need to get into right now. If more football facts, we can go to Forward Pass Thinking audio content. But for right now, Tom Brady is responsible for all football.
All football.
All of it.
Shameless self-promotion.
Well, you're listening to my podcast right now, and I can't self-promote my other podcast? Welcome to 2020, Jess. That's the world we live in. All right.
Whoa. Okay, you guys, I have one joke left. It is half-baked, as many a joke will be when you try to
Dave Chappelle joke.
When you try to write jokes drunk earlier in a cabin day. So here's my last joke. Let me pull it up. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Whoop. That's not it. There we go. Okay. When a reporter asked Trump how he feels about daily COVID deaths rising to 1,000 a day, Trump said, "They're dying. That's true. And it is what it is. All this from a man whose skin is naturally orange and whose hair is naturally yellow. It is what it is." You get that? It's not naturally that way at all. As it is. It's a half-baked idea. My final idea, only half-baked. How you like that? Thank you.
It was I mean, I don't even think we need to go to Jess, but Jess, you can.
It was all a valiant effort, but no jokes today will be as funny as that interview. Nothing. No jokes from any professional comedian of any caliber over the next 24 hours.
It's true.
Funnier
They're dying.
than whatever sketch comedy writer is Trump's PR person.
It is what it is.
I grabbed the headline because I thought it would make a good sketch, but they're doing like the White House is doing Shark Tank style auditions for like. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not gonna be able to find it, but yeah, the idea of like the White House having like Shark Tank style auditions for like a vaccine idea is definitely something that we should put up as a sketch. Like that's just a thing that's happening, and like it's just ripe. I mean, you have Elon Musk walk in there, you have like Kanye West walk in there, a cavalcade of people to make fun of. Yeah,
it truly is becoming a reality show.
The government Shark Tank-style coronavirus testing challenge awards $250 million to 7 companies.
This is how we get I Am Legend.
Hey, man.
This is how we get fast, smart zombies.
I don't know. Slow.
Like
a year from now, I Am Legend.
Wasn't it like a botched
that's a winner?
Vaccine that was like the premise of I Am Legend? That it wasn't the actual illness or whatever.
I was thinking of, is like that the Will Smith movie?
Yeah.
Him
Will
with
Smith.
the dog, right?
Yeah, it was Will Smith with the dog.
I saw that on a plane to Italy.
That's a dork.
Brag.
On a plane to Italy.
To Italy.
That was one of the scariest zombie movies I've ever watched.
You gonna kill that dog? That was me.
It was really fucked up.
Jonders, can you keep quiet while you watch the movie? You go kill that dog! That was me.
When I flew to Italy with my family,
Jess is the only person that's been to Italy. Ooh.
Oh, so hard. When I went to Italy with my family, it was my senior year of high school, and Black Swan was like the big movie, and it was on demand on all of our individual like seat TVs. And I started watching it, and 10 minutes later, my mom started watching it next to me. And then 10 minutes later, my brother started watching it next to me. So in 3 times over again, I had to watch this like sex scene on Black Swan where I watched it, and then my mom watched it, and then my brother watched it, and I'm pretending it's not affecting me in any way, shape, or form, but it very much was. And I'm just like trying to pretend it's not affecting me, but it's affecting me 3 times over again. Just like boom, boom, boom. Just like Black
I'm just
Swan,
imagining a sketch where the 3 of you are sitting next to each other and each of you is reacting to the show like
I'm
1,
just like
2, and 3.
my mother's like,
And then you're re-experiencing
and
it.
my brother's like
experiencing it.
and I'm just like,
Have I ever told you guys that I found out what a vagina looks like by watching Everybody Loves Raymond with my parents when I was in 1st grade?
what? Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean that's how you? What? I don't understand. That doesn't make.
There's an episode where Marie does like a sculpture, and like it's clear that it's a vagina, and everybody's like, "Ooh, she sculpted a vagina." And that's how I found out what vagina.
I forgot that that's a thing.
Yeah.
That like
It's
no,
obvious.
that like people have to like that there are people that like have an experience of their first time seeing a vagina. Like it took me a minute to be like, wait a minute.
She just was like, what do you mean you don't know what it looks like? What do you mean it doesn't look like it? Anyway, but Jonders, what do you mean you don't know what it looks like? It is what it is.
I saw one once when I was extremely young, and then I didn't see it again for a very long time.
It was just like the view was just too close to decipher what it was.
I mean, it also the light hit me. I mean, it was just hard to
Lighting
see
was
anything
just
once
awful.
the light hit me. Yeah. Some punk ass doctor smacking my ass. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So Jess, do you want to name a victor? Because Emily won the first 2 weeks, then I won the next 2 weeks, and then Emily won last week. So we could either tie it or Emily can build a lead on me.
Heck yeah!
She's got a lead on you, man.
All right, so Emily won again.
She's got a lead on you.
What a surprise. Before Emily hopped on, me and Jess were talking because we had to wait like 45 minutes for Emily.
Because I was definitely on time and could manage my time well.
One of us was on time.
It's hard to be me. I'll say that. I'm here in a cabin entertaining non-comedians, so I have to work extra hard. Like the way normal people
not working hard at all when you're entertaining non-comedians because they think you're so much funnier.
Just shut the fuck up. They can hear you. They can hear you. They're beyond that door.
Your expectations are so low.
All right, this is a mess. We gotta get out of here.
Anyway, despite the fact I don't need to, I work extra hard to make them laugh. And I got distracted. We were doing a musical theater karaoke, and I got very emotionally invested. So I'm so sorry. But I hope I made up for it.
Les Mis, right?
We killed Les Mis. We did Chess. We did Wicked. We did Legally Blonde the musical. We did Shrek the musical. We did, what else did we do? Oh, fuck.
I wanna be
Mean Girls. We did Mean Girls. I love Mean Girls the musical, you guys. It's so good. It's a bop.
I want to be King George in a very low rent production of Hamilton.
Oh, we also did Hamilton, but reluctantly because I have negative feelings about Hamilton because it's so done, it's so over. I'm so done with it.
Oh yeah.
I've been singing Hamilton for like 10 years, so I'm done with Hamilton. It's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I'm so glad I didn't pay $300 to see it when it's on Disney now.
Right? I saw it like 3 years ago.
Theater. I'll pay a lot of money for tickets. I was like, there's literally a lottery for this because
no one cares about you, Hamilton.
Before we get out of here, Jess, you said before we were live about how you had a lot of qualms working with me and how you didn't like working with me. Can you enlighten the listener on like one of the things that you didn't like about working with me?
I would love to hear this list because I have my own list. But anyway.
Emily, I thought we were getting along great.
All right, this is now called List Off, and we're
Okay, yeah, let's see the top 5
and
reasons.
Jonders is the moderator, and we just name things we don't like.
All right,
about
Jess, what's your first reason?
No, I want to hear Emily's first.
Well, she's drunk. She's
I said that very jokingly. I don't really have a list. I'm not a prepared list. But my main list is just that there's a lot of boob and penis jokes, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Hey, they like the favorites.
Like, not that I don't appreciate them. I appreciate them sometimes. Sometimes they're very good boob and penis jokes, and then sometimes I'm like, this is a lot of boob and penis jokes, Jonders. It's not a negative
right what you know.
thing. When they're good, they're good. And then sometimes I'm like, no one cares.
All right, a lot of boob and penis.
Anyway.
That's fair. All right, Jess, what do you got?
Right?
I think it's fair.
A little part of me dies every time you rip a cue card out of my hand.
I used to
During
if
a
a joke
live
would bomb. Yeah, if a joke would bomb during a live show, I would sometimes.
No. He would preemptively take a joke or do one of these.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I was up there and I was like, there's no way I'm telling this joke. And I would tell her to move on to the next joke.
To skip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This one bruises my soul, but the taking of the cue card has caused a few paper cuts.
Oh, did that physically hurt you? Oh my
Emotionally.
God, I'm so
It's the
sorry.
emotional pain
Oh, okay.
Emotional.
that I didn't
Emotional
it
is
emotionally
worse
hurt
than
you.
that
Card
If
that I
it was-
worked so hard to make and was not paid for.
You know what? Because I was making so much money and hoarding it from you guys, you know.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Please subscribe.
How not to apologize.
Look, you were paid for those. I paid you in dinners.
It's true. You did pay me. You paid me in IO Theater fries, and you paid for the paper. So, and I paid for the markers, so it kind of canceled out.
Hey,
But
That's
Those
something you
things
put on
I
your
don't
resume
even-
forever.
I broke even.
Director. All right.
It is at the top of my resume.
what was that?
Nope, nothing. All right. Subscribe to us wherever you get podcasts from. 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, please. Look us up on YouTube, Joke Off, blah, blah, blah. I've been at Jonders FPT. She has been at Emily Hyatt or at EM_Hyatt. And then we have Jess, who also is on social media. And she actually does like, she has like this art one that like she draws on chairs or something. It's really cool. And
my paint chairs. Oh, I just found out my job that has all those paint chairs has shut down permanently, and they're shipping them all out.
it's a bummer. All right.
Well, I do art on Instagram, on TikTok. Hey, I do art on TikTok now.
Oh, you got TikTok.
Oh yeah, we've been posting those on our shared
The
account.
actress Katie McGraw. It's, some people wouldn't be interested in it, but a very select group of people are very interested in it. So
I think she's talking about. What are you talking about? Who are the select people?
it's about 5 people who follow me on Tumblr.
Okay, cool.
Still
All
holding it on Tumblr.
You can find that. You can find that.
I love Tumblr. Tumblr's the best.
Oh yeah, it's great. You can find that video on our shared TikTok at TV Pro. We also have the Twitter at TV Pro. Bye everybody.
Goodbye.